Welcome everybody to the music show. I'm Ray Braselton, your host. Today we have for you Two Blue. It's a jazz, pop, blues type group. They do come from the Wayne County area and play in the Wayne County, Monroe County area. I think you'll really love this group, this duo. The sounds they get out of these instruments are unbelievable. Not only the beauty of just their playing, but also the voices and all the different things that they are able to accomplish with some of the effects they use. As a matter of fact, we're just talking about the piano. We're going to be doing a showcase on this piano. It's a Yamaha, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about it. As you notice, you see a lot of wires sticking out of it, and it goes to different effects boxes, and also just some other features that you're going to really love with the voices, and we'll go over that. Of course, along with our show, we have our regular segments, our showcase, which we're going to do, and our interview, which will be coming up. So everybody, stay tuned, and we're going to get started right now. Okay? See you in a bit.
Hi, we're Two Blue. Welcome to the music show.
Well, we're back again with Two Blue, and again, I want to welcome you guys. I'd like you to introduce yourselves, if you would.
Sure. My name's Ken Stenzel. I'm from Marion, New York, and I'm playing a Tryos 4 music workstation. It's a pretty much state-of-the-art instrument for today.
Hi, I'm Mike Caternolo, and I'm going to be playing two different guitars today. Right now I'm holding an Ibanez 175, and I'll be playing a Fender Roadhouse Stratocaster that I modified myself. And I'm from Moanin, New York. Thank you.
Well, I believe that you probably already enjoyed one real nice song. We got many to go yet, and so we're going to move on. But I did want to definitely get you introduced to everybody, and everybody now knows you. So I did want to also bring up that you do other venues other than my Marion venues and stuff. Do you play? I know you do church music with the group. Didn't you do some cafes or something like that, or going to be doing some?
Yeah, we're doing coffee house gigs every once in a while, and we're starting to look for playing in nursing homes and retirement homes in this area.
Well, the venues in this area were, I mean, there's a lot to do out there, but it takes time to break into some of these things. And but with what you got, there's no doubt, especially I bet you Monroe County, you're going to find a lot of. But we wanted to also let you know that you can listen to this group, you can see this group in different areas, but also they have an email, I believe, and everything. You want to tell us a little bit about you have a website or Facebook or?
Yeah, we have a website right now. It's called mymusicandmore.com, and you can also find us on Facebook if you search for Light Blue.
That's great. So everybody just stay tuned. We're going to guess again when we come back after a song or two here that we're going to do. We're going to show you some other interesting things to do with the piano here that I'm sure everybody's looking forward to. So stay tuned and enjoy the songs.
Here's a song by the Young Rascals called Groovin. Groovin on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world is ours whenever we're together. There ain't a place I'd like to be instead of grooving. Grooving down a crowded avenue, doing anything we like to do. There's always lots of things that we can't see. We can be anyone we like to be, and all those happy people we could meet. Just grooving on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, we're glad to have you back with us again. I have Ken Stenzel here from Two Blue, and of course you've heard some of his songs, and he's used the keyboard. It's the Yamaha Tryos keyboard, and I believe this is not a $99 special. Ken, this is an expensive and very, very, what'd you call it, elite or something of the...
Well, it's one of the top workstations that are available in the market, yes. And I've actually been working with Tryos for the Tryos 2 and the Tryos 3 and now the 4. So I've been using it for a long, long time.
You could definitely call it a workstation.
Yes. Well, it has its own recording capabilities as well as mixing. And you can create a song starting from just the drums, bass, and add everything in. Or you can have predefined rhythm patterns, and you can actually download off the internet thousands of different things. So it's very, very versatile instrument.
Does it also record where you can make sounds?
Yes,
and
I
make
can.
those? Yeah.
I can't make sounds, but I can import different
Okay.
sounds themselves.
Yeah.
But this is a good instrument because I've started by playing solo gigs and then going into bands, and it will adapt to anything. It can be the simplest to the most complicated, whatever you want it to be.
Well, again, the thing I was, of course, excited about, and I enjoyed the most, is the voicing.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple things I noticed on this one. We've had a couple others that have done this. We had guitars that would do this voicing stuff. But the one thing I noticed different as I was listening to your CD, to your sampler CD that you have, that, by the way, anybody can get from me, I suppose, if they want. Mm-hmm. And it had the very intricate on the voicing on the different instruments that it will, what do you call it, duplicate, or
well,
it'll give the different specific little trills or slurs that I hadn't heard before.
Well, they're all sampled sounds, and Yamaha, because they make so many different instruments, they have those instruments to sample. And for an example, with your flute, if you play a flute sound, now if you strike the key, you're going to hear as though the flautist is puffing into the instrument. So you have also, one of the nicest features and newest features of the Tryos is what they call super articulation, and you can hear that in a saxophone sound. If I'm playing a breathy saxophone, you can hear the breath, and then also if I touch a key and play the note at the same time, you will hear this. Or
that's a slide sound.
so yeah, it's as though the sax player is working that sax and it's trying to duplicate those things. So it does a really, really nice job, but it's hard to master. I'm still trying to master it.
Can you do the flute one real quick? That's what
Sure,
impressed me.
Sure.
With the slur or the. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. Thank you for showing me that. But there's so much more to this. You have also some sounds with the drums. I thought the percussion was better on this than a lot of them.
Well, drum percussion features on this, you can have anything from jazz drums to orchestral drums, or you can go into the Latin beats with the bongos and the congas. It's whatever you want it to be, and some are tied into actual rhythm patterns, so if you get into a Latin sound, that's what you're going to hear at times. But again, it's very versatile. I can take a Latin sound, and all I have to do is simply push a few buttons, and I can change it to a jazz sound. The patterns will stay the same. It'll be just using different instruments, different drums. It has a myriad of voices, and it has a myriad of different styles. And Yamaha is constantly, of course they're trying to make money, so they're constantly offering more and more styles to adapt people to that keyboard. have no idea what the Tryos 5 is going to be. This is about 2 years old, so they're going to be due for another keyboard. But this is it's really good.
It is. The other thing, the voices. Could you do one voice? I mean,
Oh, the choir
choir
sounds.
That's
Oh,
a good
sure. We can go with or scats, or if we'd like a boys' choir. Or if we want to get into the Gospels.
Whoa, 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 hey.
That's great, Ken. You made my showcase. Look, real quick, I wanted you also with some of the things down here. What you were talking about an enhancer. What other things does that enhancer do?
What I have for foot pedals now is I try to keep it as simple as possible because of transportation and not wanting to lift a lot of things. So I have a sustain pedal, I have an individual volume pedal, and I do have this Neo ventilator, and then I have another switch pedal that I can turn on vocal harmonies, turn them off, and the volume pedal I can adjust to any part of the keyboard. I can keep my upper keyboard to have actual volume settings and then keep the lower end at a constant setting, or do the whole thing together. So that's and it's abbreviated, but it does a nice job now.
Before we wrap up on this, could you just let them see how it looks?
Sure.
Maybe push this
Sure.
down and just let them see kind of how it looks. And I hope you guys have
Don't wanna
enjoyed
get
this.
Confused here.
This has been an exciting. We've had other ones on the show before, but this is probably the nicest one I've seen. Certainly the most precise. It plays the notes and does amazing things that the other ones haven't done. We could probably go on this, but we're going to have to wrap it up.
It's a lot of fun to play.
It is. Thanks, Ken, so much. I appreciate
you're
it, buddy.
welcome. You're welcome.
For showing me. That was fun. Okay, everybody, stay tuned for the rest of the show. Got a lot of good stuff still coming.
All right, this next song is a tune by Robin Ford. Little song called Tell Me I'm Your Man.
Tell me I'm your man. There's a need inside of me for love and understanding. Standing at your door and feeling in trouble. Don't turn away, baby, I'm your man. Hold me until I smile. Need to feel the touch of your hand, if only for a little while.
Hi, I'm Ray Braselton, host of this new segment, the Guitar Teaching and Technique segment. We're going to be starting with a basic overview of the guitar, and I'll teach it just like I do at my studio. And hope you enjoy it. If you'd like to take your guitar with me and join me. To start with, I usually want my students to learn how to hold the guitar properly. Now, depending on whether you're sitting or standing, it's a little bit different. But there's major things that I want you to know and to keep in mind. One of the big things is your positioning. You want to sit up straight with your guitar as best as you can. You very often sit more on the edge of your chair rather than leaning back. The other thing you want to do is you want to keep the guitar neck just slightly up. Some people have it more than others, but I usually have mine just slightly up. And keep the guitar neck pulled in. Keep the edge, the rounded part, the arch in the guitar at the bottom, generally over your right leg. Some people do it over their left leg, and some women very often will cross their legs and put it over their right leg. So there's different ways of doing it, but this is certainly fine the way I'm showing you now. Now you also have to be aware that when you have your neck in with the guitar like this, you can pull, and you need to pull, your palm of your hand out this way. Now I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it can't be grabbing, it shouldn't be grabbing like this. If possible, to start as a beginner, it's a good idea to learn to be as strict with yourself as you can. Later on you might loosen up on that. But to start with, you want to, if you can, keep your thumb kind of bent back a little bit. I will show you like this, bent back a little bit, if possible, and straight up and down, not sideways like this. Straight up, down, and behind the second fret. That would be the best way. And down, not up here, but down low like this. You want your fingers curled as best as possible. You want the tips of your fingers, very tips, almost to your nails, but not quite. You want them on the strings, whatever string you play. So you have your tips of your fingers on the strings, and you have them close to the fret wire. You don't want the fingers touching the fret wire, because if you do, you're going to get a dead sound, no matter how hard you push. So you want it just a little bit before the fret wire, and you want to press very hard, pressing the neck together. Go like this, together, like you're going to press the wood between your fingers and crush the wood. So you got to press them very hard together. and you again press hard, and then after you press hard, you're ready, pick down on the string. Now let's take a look at the right hand here, and you'll notice that my pick is between two fingers. Well, I'll show you my hand once. Everybody has a finger that kind of protrudes a little bit, this one here. So you want to bring it down, curl your finger a little bit like that so you can bring it down even. So they're together like that. And the thumb, of course, would go right. So it's right behind the two fingers. Then you stick the pick right in here with your thumb in the center of the pick as best as possible. You get this is the way I teach. I mean, there's different ways of teaching, but this is my favorite way of teaching. Going back to the right hand, again, you need to have your pinky curled down low underneath the hole of the guitar. Now it's hard to see from this angle, but there, that's better. And you're down low so that you reach up for the string. You reach up for the string. Now, you take the string, you lay the tip of the pick on the string, and you pick down, like I'm doing now. The pick should be at an angle. It shouldn't be straight. It should be at an angle. It's hard to show you, but I think you got the idea now. It's at an angle pointing up. Again, your pinky is curled like this, down low under the hole, and you're going to keep it on the guitar. Now this is, again, for teaching purposes. Later on, things change. Rules are meant to be broken sometimes. Not many teachers say that, but I will. So you may change these habits later, but to learn, this is what I suggest. You pick up, you reach up for whatever string, you keep that pinky in that position. Try not to move it up very much at all, even when you go to the top strings. Just kind of spread your pinky out a little bit and reach, and then, like I say, you pick down and you rest on the string below. You rest your pick on the string below. I'll do the string underneath of that, string underneath of that, string underneath of that, all the way down, and the last string, and that's going to produce the best tonal quality for the string, is the pick at that angle, picking downwards. Keep the pick, don't let the pick go sideways, keep it, the point of the pick towards the strings, and pick down. Now, this you should practice just doing that a bunch of times, keeping this pinky in place as much as possible, keeping it in place. You may have to move it up a little bit to get up here, but move it right back down and don't move it very much. Try and keep it pretty much anchored there. Now, we talked about the right hand, we talked about the left hand, and I think you understand that the positioning is important with the neck back. You understand the thumb behind the second fret, but not up, down, and not sideways, straight up and down. And you curl your fingers, getting back to the left hand here, you curl the fingers with the fingertips close to the fret wires. If we just do one note, it would be like this. Now, I don't know if we can get a closer view of that or not, probably not, but there we go. Okay, so close to the fret wires like that, not on the fret wire, not in the middle of the fret, because if you do that, you're going to get buzzed. But if you can get closer to the fret wire without really touching it, with the very tip of your pinky, with your finger curled and your palm out and your thumb down, kind of bent back, you'll probably get the best quality sound. Now that takes care of your positioning of your guitar. Your finger numbers, by the way, I'll show you again. Your fingers on the guitar are thumb, 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the piano, it's different. Piano is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But on the guitar, it's your thumb, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So know that. Okay, now, you've got the positioning, and you got the string numbers. I didn't go over the string numbers with you. On the guitar, your string numbers are 1. The skinny string is your 1 string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's your low E. This is your high E. High E, first string. This is your B string, second string. G string, third string. D string, 4th string, A string, 5th string, and a low E string, 6th string. That's the name of your strings. I hope I explained the very, very basics of the guitar. I'd like to thank you for being with me, and I'm Ray Braselton saying we'll see you next show. Bye.
Clouds come creeping, you got me weeping this moment. I can't believe you're really gonna leave this town. Everyone knows I can't make a move without you. You're turning my whole world upside down. And I get a feeling I've seen the last of you. Rio de Janeiro blue. The salty air, your windblown hair, reflection on a dream. Thoughts of you with who knows who flowing through me like a stream. Brazilian serenades linger on. Help me lose my soul in the song. And I get a feeling I've seen the last of you. Rio de Janeiro blue. Rio. Go by, I wonder why I left here on my own. Could it be my destiny is to live this life alone? These dark and rainy days are turning cold. Long and sleepless nights getting on. I get a feeling I've seen the last of you. Rio de Janeiro blue. And I get a feeling I've seen the last of you. Rio de Janeiro blue. Rio. This is an original song. The lyrics were written by my brother-in-law, Bill Preston, and we put it to music. It's called Snowflake. If you could hold a snowflake, you could see its crystal shape, or shine a lamp upon song to watch the notes escape. You'd feel such awe, you'd be so sure that miracles come true. And so it was one springtime day, the day I first saw you. The day began a love affair I never want to end. It brought me light, it brought me joy, a lover and a friend. I can't remember winter days before I looked at you, for time began that springtime day. A miracle came true, a miracle came true. If you could hold a snowflake and could see its crystal shape, or shine a lamp upon a song to watch the notes escape, you'd feel such awe, you'd be so sure that miracles come true. And so it was one springtime day, the day I first saw you. A miracle came true.
Well, we're back again. I hope you enjoyed that song. The name of that was Snowflake.
Yes.
And I wanted to just bring up real quickly on that. I believe that you had some help on that one. Do you want to tell us a little bit? Just
Well, my brother-in-law is a published poet, and at one point in time he asked if I would mind looking over some of his poems and could I put them to music, which I did, and we've actually done now 5 different songs that he wrote the lyrics to. So he's a very, very good poet and very good with lyrics.
Well, you guys did a good job on it too, and I think you all deserve a lot of credit for that. That was really a very beautiful song.
Thank you.
And I know there's a lot of songs you've done today. I mean, there was another one that was really neat that had your special effects, Blue Funk, that you did with the doo-wops and all that. And there's so many different things that you did on your instruments to make these songs interesting. And but we're now headed towards at the end of the show. We're going to be doing one more song, and that song is But what's the name of that song there coming up?
C Jam?
C-Jam. And that one, I believe, is a little bit different yet. That's quite a bit different. You want to tell us a little bit about that one?
Mike?
Yeah, that's a Duke Ellington tune, otherwise known as Duke's Place.
Yeah.
So
Duke this was what I categorized, and I may be wrong, as a kind of a swing blues or even like a jitterbug. So it's back there.
yeah,
Back
he's,
then, what would you
I'd say one of the fathers of jazz too.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, very tasty stuff. My dad likes to listen to him, and he's going to be 93. So.
Oh boy, so he is
So,
back there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next one, and so why don't we? We'll come back and discuss a little bit more. But why don't you listen to this beautiful song? Beautiful. It's just a jazzy song. I can't say beautiful. It's just great, jazzy, fun song called C-Jam. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was a great song and an older song, and but really jazzy to me, and I enjoyed it a lot. But we're getting now to the end of the program, and we did want to make sure that we went over with you, your website, and I know you do have available. I'm sure you could make available some of these promo CDs that you have available if people want to hear them and may be interested in hiring you for different work. And I know that you are interested in different type of venues like cafes, and you've done cafes, you're doing them. In fact, you I guess just recently finished up SNL Cafe in Marion, and you've also done the one in Williamson, and you've done some other genres besides that. Can you tell me a couple of other genres that you have? You said you had one in Rochester with at the War Memorial or somewhere.
Well, that was with the blues band, and we've been very busy with light blue gospel blues band, and it takes up that's basically a ministry, and we're bringing the the gospel message to prisons and soup kitchens, etc. So that takes up quite a bit of our time. But now we're looking at this point with this venue to, we're hoping to get into some nursing homes and some senior citizen projects to entertain.
Personally, myself, I put you on the Letterman show. But that may come.
But we love seniors, and we think about wanting to put a little bit of memory in front of them, to be able to take them back in time, that they can relax and hear something that they haven't heard in a long time,
they just will love it.
And love it.
Oh,
yes.
they will love it. I tell you that they're just going to love it. You are, of course, going to be working on the show again pretty soon with
A few weeks.
a few weeks, and with the light,
Light blue. Yep.
and it's the gospel blues they call it.
Yep. It's a 5-piece band.
Yeah.
And we're spreading the Great Commission. It's our mission. It's the
that
Great
you-
Commission.
It's great that you do this because I try to do the same thing. I try to use, God says we all have talents, and which we all do, every one of us. And when you have that kind of a talent, to not just to make the money for it or even just have fun for yourself, but to spread it. And I feel it's something He would want me to do, and I do the same. I go to churches and do the worship services, and I'm glad that you guys are doing the same thing. It's
Our
a good-
motto is the good news blues you can use. And
You got to hear this. See, I have listened to your songs, and Suzanne and I listened to it in the car on the way here to the studio today, and we were just actually tingling listening to it. With that show, we're going to have some videos, a couple of videos with it. You can't miss this group, and that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, not too long from now, so we'll get started with that. So thank you so much for joining us on the show, you guys.
if you go to our website, which is mymusicandmore.com, we do have music that you can listen to and sample, and we're hoping at one point we'll be able to set it up for downloads. So keep tuned to that particular .com site, and
Facebook.
we'll keep you informed. Yes, Facebook also. If you search Light Blue, you'll find it. So we're excited, and we're adding on to this all the time.
Great. Well, guys, again, a very good show. I was absolutely honored to have you, and you guys are top notch.
It was our pleasure.
And it's going to be Jay Leno or David Leno one of these days, and they're going to say I started you on TV, right? So I thank you again, and I want to work with you guys some more, and I think we will be. And so let's go out with another great song. Thank you for joining us at the music show, and tune in again. We will love to see you every week, and join us right here at the music show every week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Teach me tonight. One thing isn't very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near, my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me tonight. Teach me tonight.